Hey guys, what's up? And this is Rishi here again from RKTC, and as you can see, I got a new keyboard today. So just gonna grab scissors here to unbox this. This is the Logitech G710. Really nice mechanical keyboard with Cherry MX Blues. Of course, Cherry MX Blues being a very clicky switch without being, oh my gosh, I am a cutting noob, if there is such a thing. But the Cherry MX switches, again, really clicky, but I like clicky, so yeah. And I wouldn't advise cutting towards you like this, because you could puncture yourself, so. Yeah, if you want to learn cutting, don't learn it from me. If you want to learn how to open stuff, you may want to subscribe to Unbox Therapy. May leave his channel in the description, but yeah. So, box and box, how I love that. But let's go over the casing. So again, Logitech G710. Basic outline of the keyboard there. It is backlit. I'll have a demo of it. Again, made by Logitech Gaming. Certain facts on it: 110 key anti-ghosting, 26 key rollover, so you can hit 26 keys at the same time, and they will sense. Don't know why you'd want to hit 26 keys though, as we only have 10 fingers. So if you are a gamer and use some keyboard commands that take 10 fingers, this will completely support you. There's a game desktop mode, so it's the Windows game key, which disables the Windows key. Basically, if you're in the middle of creating some huge gaming feat, I'm not a really big gamer by the way too, but if you are and you accidentally hit the Windows key, then your game's pretty much over, right? So yeah. And dedicated media controls. There is a volume wheel on this. I'll be sure to let that show that in the video. But gonna need my scissors again, because again, box and box. How I love that. I'm gonna cut away this time. Nah, never mind. Too hard. Okay, and there's another sticker. Sorry, can't get this in picture, but again, 2 more tapes along the lines here and here. And guys, pretty stoked, but so here's what you really get in the box. Mainly, as you can see, the keyboard. We'll just take that out. Whoa! A lot of things coming out here at the same time. You have, hang on. Your manual, which it's a keyboard, should be pretty straightforward. Don't think I need the manual, but if you want to download the Logitech gaming software off the internet, then I advise you to probably read this, but just go on their website, I'd imagine. So I'm just gonna forget about that for now. Keyboard itself and a plastic covering with a non-braided, as you can see there, USB wire, but you'll see that there's 2 USB outputs. One is for USB pass-through, which I don't entirely get, but I'll be sure to understand that later. Other things you get in the box are your plastic wrist straps, which, again, plastic, not rubber. We can actually take this bad boy out. This plastic wrist rest, again, attachable, length of the keyboard, beautiful, simple, again. But now let's actually move on to the actual part of this video. That is the keyboard. Very, very satisfying. Actually, already here. Some of the clickiness. Beautiful. Now, to some, the Cherry MX Blues are a bit too loud and clicky. And to some, they like clicky. Me. I don't really work at an office. I live here. So it's just my own secluded room. So if you really like clickiness, it's in your own room and it's not going to drive anyone else nuts, I'd advise getting Cherry MX Blues if you like that clickiness. But if you live, let's say, in an office environment, I'd say getting the Plus version of this keyboard. As you can see, that's the G710. The G710 Plus actually has Cherry MX Browns. So Cherry MX Browns will give you, this will take me forever to open this packet too. But Cherry MX Browns, again, a lot less clicky. But as you can see, the keyboard here, you have your, wow, that's beautiful click by the way. But your 6 G keys, and those are, if you hit one key at a time, they can, they'll basically function as a bunch of keys at the same time. So yeah, that's, again, so like if you hit this, like I would use it in this way. Like if I was to hit the G1 key there, I'd say like, hey, what's up, in like a text. So like that 1 G key would be able to release a string of command. So that's just one way you can use it. The keyboard itself is got a mostly matte finish on the bottom, which I like because it gets less fingerprints and dust. But as you can see, places like here, glossy, very glossy indeed. That's somewhat of like a disadvantage. But again, your arrow keys are they're gray, so you can differentiate. Of course, it's a gaming keyboard, of course. Actually, I have my own custom keycaps for just the arrows and the WASD that I probably put on here because they're rubberized. And I've left a link of them in another video, so be sure to check out my Razer Tournament Stealth Edition review in order to get those keycaps. They're going for like a super cheap deal, $3.99 right now. But anyway, onto the keyboard. Let's go from here. Numeric keypad again. Pretty standard. These are your multimedia keys. This is the volume wheel. Little minuscule clicks. I'll try and get the camera to hear that. And if you couldn't though, there are little minuscule clicks to tell you when you actually made the volume like one level higher, or etc. You have the mute button. And by the way, I think these buttons aren't mechanical. As you can hear, they don't seem mechanical. You got a bunch of dedicated media keys right here. Brightness to tell you where which keys you're making bright. I'll show you guys that when I connect it to my setup. But also you got the rewind, fast forward, stop, and play pause. So a lot of good stuff there. The keys themselves, nice keycaps, slightly concaved. Simple layout, nothing too fancy. Logitech kept it nice and simple. And for that reason, really, it's a great keyboard. So let's actually get the wrist rest attached. Of course, now you can see without wrist rest, and we're going to put on the wrist rest, which should be a simple process. Whoa. How do you get this thing on here? Oh, needs a little pressure. Yeah, that's it, really. It seems a bit flimsy at first, but really just to be laid out on a table should be fine. And the keyboard dimensions are, let's grab a tape measure. And again, this information is important for people with like super tight tech setups that need smaller keyboards, or they don't know if this thing will fit. This thing appears to be, hang on, measuring, about 20 inches wide. And without the wrist rest, about 6.5 inches, sorry, 20 inches long. So length is going from here to here, and it's about 6.5 inches wide. But with the wrist rest, it'll be about another 2 inches. So the keyboard in full dimension is about 20 by 8.5, and without the wrist rest, 20 by 6.5. So not all that much of a compact keyboard, but for those of you wanting the full layout, definitely worth it for me. And be sure to stay tuned, because I'm going to be showing you guys what the backlighting looks like when it's like plugged in, and just stay tuned for that. Hey guys, what's up? Back here again, and really I've got only one thing to say, and that is that thing looks awesome. Yes, I said dat, correct grammar right there. But just to zoom in a bit, yes, the keys are backlit, and they can be controlled by a button right here. As you can see, the brightness is steadily going down, but you'll note that these keys are still lit. That is because they have their own dedicated button right here, as you can see, in which you can see the brightness is changing there. So if you are a gamer and you're playing in normal light and you don't need the backlighting of all the other keys, then what you can do is that you can go ahead and just turn on the WASD keys. So let's just go in a bit closer. So yeah. But again, so you have the choice between WASD keys, arrow keys, or if you just want the whole keyboard lit up. And let's say you don't want the WASD lit, but you want everything else lit. Not really sure why you'd want that though, but yeah. Pardon me again, this noise is me getting out some previous keycaps I've used. You guys can know, you guys always know that I have this set of, this set of keycaps right here, the rubberized ones, and I gave a link to them in the description, but also they come with a key removal tool. If you are to get a keyboard, I would suggest you get a key removal tool because of their utility. You can just simply slide in and take the key out. And again, let's focus on this right here. Whoa, that backlight is really bright. Let's turn down the backlight, and you see the blue switch. You can just get an idea of that. With and without the keycap on, of the clickiness of that keycap. So, also compatible with any other keycaps with a stem like that. Let me just show you. Except the problem is, if you are to use external keycaps and you put them, let's say right there, fits perfectly, but when you are to turn on the backlighting, yeah, the key doesn't light up. So again, something to note. Let's get that key out and put in our normal H key. But yeah, so if you are to get keycaps for this keyboard, you'll want to make sure that they are backlighting compatible. So yeah, let me just get my Razer keyboard here so that you can see the size difference. Right back here, and you can see that really this keyboard, same size, but just with the number pad over here. So I'm actually going to do a bit of a sound test right now so that you guys can see the keyboard sound. ignore windows in the background, but so you can get a good idea of that clack and that click. So the difference between click and clack is click is just that when you just depress the key enough to let you know when the key actually is actuated. But clack is when you hit the bottom. So when you bottom out, it's clack, and when you just click, it's clack. I mean, no, it's click. Hello, I'm getting off topic here. But nice touches of this keyboard include the volume wheel right here, fully functional, media keys across the top, which aren't mechanical. Rubber dome, probably. But no matter. I mean, those keys are probably too small to be mechanical anyway. But I found out what that USB pass-through was. When you see me unboxing the keyboard, you'll see that I didn't really know what they were. That's when you plug in the pass-through cable. So on the end of this cable here that comes out of the keyboard, you get the you get two USB cables that are coming out. I was like, what the heck? So you just first you put in the one that'll start up your keyboard, and you can plug in the second one if you wish. The second one is there's a USB port on the back right here, and if you choose to use that USB port, let's say I've got the Logitech MX Master and I choose to use the wireless receiver. If I use one of the USB ports down there, is actually what I'm doing right now, is that I have the little USB dongle connected right in here. Super cool for your setup, and if you have wired mice or I don't know, any USB peripheral that it's like bothering you so much that the wire's having to like travel elsewhere, and you just want it to plug in right here, that's a beautiful thing, and that'll definitely suit you. But again, this keyboard really for the typing / gaming enthusiast who likes their typing but also games once in a while. MX Blues may not be the best gaming switches ever, but from what I see, and I'm not a really good gamer or like a really serious gamer at that, but from what I see, they could be pretty decent actually. But really, this keyboard I feel is made towards typing, and for that reason, if you are more of a gamer, go with the G710 Plus, and if you work in offices or public areas, go with the G710 Plus. But if you're like me and you love the click and you want to have a pure typing, undistilled typing experience, go with the G710. See you guys. Peace out.